I'ma shut that down. Kitty cat meow 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 meow. Hit it with the heat to the heat to the hound. Miss Jackson, oh she with a crown. Brand new sound, got a brand new style. Coming with the banger like boom boom pow. Wow. Ooh 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 child. Janet Jackson come soon to your town. I never gonna go nowhere. Quit the brand new, you know I've been right here. Lately I've been on a mission, yeah. But that don't mean I forgotten how to move you. So tell me what you wanna do. Don't do nothing stupid. What is happening in front of you? All it is love on the boot. Let's go. When the DJ play this, we gon' dance like no one's watching. Hey, Mr. DJ, drop that track and won't you turn it up? I'ma dance all night and I don't care who's up there watching. I just bring it that fire and I'ma show you how to burn it up. That's how I burn it up. Ain't no sitting down, gotta keep it up. I know your music got the whole room jumping on. Instant motion from the second to drop. You got a head finger bringing the beat, it's so hot, hot. So tell me what you wanna do. Don't do nothing stupid. What is happening in front of you? All it is love on the boot. Here we go. When the DJ play this, we gon' dance like no one's watching. Hey, Mr. DJ, drop that track and won't you turn it up? I'ma dance all night and I don't care who's up there watching. I just give me that fire and I'ma show you how to burn it up. When the DJ play this, we gon' dance like no one's watching. Hey, Mr. DJ, drop that track and won't you turn it up? I'ma dance all night and I don't care who's up there watching. Just give me that fire and I'ma show you how to burn it up. Now this your jam, now do your dance. This that jam, now do your dance. If this that jam, now do your dance. This that jam, now do your dance. Make it work, make it work, make it work. Make it work, make it work, make it work. Make it work, make it work, make it work. Make it work, make it work, make it work. Tonight we gon' come all together. Let me see your hands up high. Wanna come with me and take a ride? Baby, this is how I do it. We feeling good. We in this place. Now bring that beat back, Mr. DJ. When the DJ play this, we gon' dance like no one's watching. Hey, Mr. DJ, drop that track and won't you turn it up? I'ma dance all night and I don't care who's up there watching. Just give me that fire and I'ma show you how to burn it up. Just how I burn it up. Just how I burn it up. Just how I burn it up. Let it burn. Just how I burn it up. Just how I burn it up. Just how I burn it up. Just how I burn it up.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Hey guys.
What's going on?
Hi, welcome to XYZ, everybody. What's going on tonight?
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Jason has his mask for mask voice on tonight.
I love it. It's fantastic. You sound good. Yeah, I like it. Are you guys doing okay tonight? Anything going on with you before we start the show? Do you want to talk about anything special happening?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you talk about it? What's going on?
So, this past Friday, I was in a little accident.
Oh, that's right. I saw that on your Facebook page.
I was going down I-45 here in Dallas, and
Mhm.
I was switching lanes. I was in the center lane, and I was trying to switch lanes because I saw this tire tread that came off a semi in the
Okay.
road, and I
Mhm.
was in the center lane, so I was trying. So I immediately slowed down like quite a bit so I can get around. And of course, it's Dallas; no one to let me over. So I ran. I mean, I slowed down quite a bit, but I still ran over. When I ran over it, I put scratches on the front bumper,
It
and
looked more than scratches. It was like your bumper got dented, right?
yeah, it well actually it was dented too. They were able to pull out the dent and they removed the scratches. It only took them like a day to fix it. I was like, this is odd.
Awesome.
Okay, so you didn't hit anybody then.
No, I didn't hit anyone, but I
Oh,
pulled over
okay.
and I got out because when I hit it, it felt a lot harder than what the damage
Mhm.
actually was. Because when I got out, before I got out, I was like, oh my god, my bumper's gonna be like hanging off.
Mhm. Been there.
And no, I got it was just some scratches and a dent, and they pulled out the dent, and they removed the scratches, and it's back to normal.
Well,
So
good. Well, that's not
yeah,
so bad. At least it wasn't a
Yeah.
major accident or something, right?
Yeah. Thank goodness.
no,
Count your blessings. Count your
I know.
blessings.
Yay,
I
Jason's
know.
alive. Yay.
Yay! I'm still here.
Okay, well, one of the things I want to talk about tonight was I saw an article on gay, I don't know, queerty or something, and it
Mhm.
was, I thought it was an interesting question. It was, if you could be straight, would you?
Yeah, I saw
And
that too.
yeah, I thought that was an interesting question, and so I wanted to know what you guys would say to that question, each of you.
For me, it's not something that I really sit around and I'm like, God, I wish I could be straight. But I remember when I was coming out or like having that internal discussion with myself. Am I gay? Am I not? Is this the lifestyle I want to choose? You're young at the time. You say choose. Um, you know, if if I could choose to be, I would be, if I was straight, I'd be obviously completely different person.
Yes.
If I was, I'll say this, if I was straight and I was the me I am now, I was like into Britney Spears and like worked in fashion, hell no, I would want to be gay. But if I could choose to live a more socially
Traditional.
acceptable lifestyle and not feel constantly judged,
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely. Why not? Why would you want to live a lifestyle of ridicule and torment, you know?
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jason?
I'm the same way. When I was, trying to, figure out who I was and, that type of thing. And there were moments where I was just like, oh, am I, like just like Christian said, if am I straight, am I gay, that type of thing. But in certain situations,
Hmm.
I would think that being straight would be the better way to go. Just for the simple fact, like you said, you don't have to deal with the teasing, the tormenting, the ridiculing,
Yeah.
the just the struggles of being gay. Um, so yeah.
So yeah, you would choose to be
What
straight. Is that what you're
what
So
saying?
about you,
yeah,
Donna?
Okay.
I, yeah.
Hello. What? Oh, sorry. uh,
Hello?
did you ask me what I thought? Okay.
Yeah, what about
Yeah.
you?
Well, I would
So
disagree with.
many years of knowledge on
Oh
you.
yeah, so many. I would disagree with both of you, and the reason is this: is you cannot separate the fact that you're gay with who you are as a person, your personality,
Mhm.
the
Exactly.
career you have, the choices you make, and also because being gay makes you, in my opinion, grow up a little faster. You have to kind of
Mhm.
do a lot more self examination than most people, than heterosexuals do, way early on. Find out who you are,
Mhm.
and it makes you stronger in a lot of ways. And so I think honestly that you can't separate the two. And I would say no, because I wouldn't be who I am now.
Exactly.
Now if you want to look at it in a perfectly hypothetical sense, like you were saying, Christian, well, if I could choose to be straight and still be myself, then would you be straight? And I still don't know if I would be, honestly, because I seriously think, even though it is difficult, I mean, already I'm biracial. So growing up biracial and all that stuff was already difficult. So when I realized I was gay, I was like, oh, it's just another fucking thing, big fucking deal. I mean,
Right.
I'm already dealing with this. It's just another fucking thing. So
Mhm.
for me, I would still be biracial. I would still be an outcast or different in a lot of ways and perceived differently than I am. And so I think I still would be gay because to me, it's just another fucking thing to deal with. That's me.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
I disagree with both of you about that personally. I think that I would just because I think I couldn't choose to be straight and still be who I am.
Right.
I would not be an interior designer, interior architect. I wouldn't be the things I am, and it wouldn't be me. It just would be somebody
Right.
else. So, I sure as hell wouldn't be. I mean, honestly, I was always thinking, if I grew up with my dad instead of my mother, and I had been straight and not gay, I would be I would have like 3 babies, but I did 3 different mamas. And I say that because my dad is very different than my mom, and they're and not because of the race, but just because of their like expectations. He expects you to be like a man, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and they're very machismo, and so that would have been passed down to me, that whole way of thinking about women. And I'm sorry, no. And he beat up my mom. I mean, just I just want to be a different person. So don't you think you would be different too? If you've been straight, the two of you?
I would hope that I would be, I'm not, that sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. But I mean, I'm moderately to pretty flamboyant.
Yeah.
So.
But do you think you're flamboyant because you're
I-
gay?
I hate to say that a straight person should be flamboyant because I think anybody should be themselves, but a straight person that had the personality that I have on me would
Would be
probably
awkward.
face a life of heavy ridicule. We'll just put it that way.
Well, that's what I was saying. I don't even know, honestly, if being flamboyant means is that because you're gay, or is that just because...
No, I think it means you have charisma.
Right, flair, yeah.
Flair, honey.
but really, honestly, growing up, I didn't really have that thought.
Mm-hmm.
My thought was more my thought was more of like race. I was just like, well, what would it be like if I wasn't African American?
What do you mean?
But-
Oh, you mean instead you were thinking about what it'd be like if you were a different race rather than being gay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was more what I was thinking of
Right.
growing up. I wasn't thinking of.
Well, I think
you know,
the reason that is, though, is don't you think that because, your race, everyone's race is evident. It's obvious. The first thing you see. I mean, you know what I mean? It's obvious. You look at someone, you can know they're straight, but not necessarily know someone's gay.
Right.
And so I think that's one reason we think about that more often, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting question. I don't know. I like the fact. I think gay people honestly have special gifts, and I don't mean like we're like magical people, but I mean
Or mentally challenged.
no. I mean we're like, there's a reason. I actually did an article years ago called the art of being gay, and what that was about was the fact that there's I was exploring the reasons as to why gay men specifically seem to have a preponderance of or a predisposition towards artistic endeavors and like very good at design or architecture or fashion or whatever, or cooking or whatever, whereas heterosexual men tend to be more linear thinking about like engineering and construction or whatever, or business. And so it doesn't mean that the two can't be this one and the same, but I'm just saying that when I looked into that, it is true that gay men generally have more of a predisposition for these careers and these types of ways of being generally than heterosexuals do. And so I think that by being the fact that we are gay brings us a special, for whatever reason, whatever genetic disposition we have, it makes us better at those things than most people. When a girl asks for an interior designer, most of the time she wants a gay guy. When she asks for a fashion guy, she wants a gay guy. When she asks for a hairstylist, she wants a gay. You know what I mean? And those are core stereotypes, and not everybody's into that's gay. But I'm just saying that I think there's something to be said about that, and I think that that's not. You shouldn't want to get rid of that. I think it's a gift. So.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting that you say that, because this week Kanye West did an interview and he said that he felt because he wasn't gay that's held him back with being taken seriously in the fashion community. And I have to say that I think it's true. If it's vice versa in the music world, if you're gay, it holds you back. But if you're gay in the fashion industry, or if you're straight in the fashion industry, it's kind of, it's not taken as seriously in a way, I guess you could say. You know what I mean?
They're not as revered for some
Right.
reason. I don't. Yeah, and I think it is a double standard and it's unfair. But just like you said, there's a bazillion places gay guys can't be seen as equals. I mean, for God's sakes, we've got design, we've got fashion. I mean, let us have
Theater.
something. Theater, yeah,
On a concert.
film. I mean, come on, people. So we got to have something. But
I
Kanye
just
West
say
is
no
a
because
moron.
it's Kanye.
Yeah, he's an idiot. I'm sorry. I just don't like him at all.
Yeah,
But whatever.
yeah.
I mean, he did marry Kim Kardashian.
But I also feel like that gays and lesbians tend to mature faster.
Yes, that's
Or-
what I was saying earlier.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
but to Kanye, I'm just like, get over it.
Yeah,
Like-
and exactly. You know what? You're right, Jason. And look, bitch, you've got billions of dollars, and you're super fucking famous, even though you're fucking crazy, but you're fucking famous.